live look at the flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cool down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys?
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The Yellow Jackets ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Wake Forest offense has the ball first today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Wiggins. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the boot, looking for his man. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment, on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside, and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. They're on inside. It's Hosley. There's some room. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Has it. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to blast their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Addison. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Turning it on. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll heave it deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a deep grab. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
He wants to change this route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Hosley. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big...
Maybe some room here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Addison. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Running inside. It's Hosley. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pulls and fired complete. Great move. Now he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Wiggins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Wiggins. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wiggins. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Calls his own number, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Caught behind the line. It's Addison. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap in the shotgun. Plucks it out of the air. Going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the run, it's Maddox. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College, taking on the number 7 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Cavaliers in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Atlanta. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Catching up with the Yellow Jackets head coach. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security, and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Now on second down. To throw, it's Mendoza. Bringing the heat. He sacked this defense all over it.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The short hands, it's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Still running at the 40. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
To the air, it's Mendoza. They're setting up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, after allowing a touchdown in the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got...
Snags it and he's open. Smashes through the tackle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry up. Looking for space. It's Hosley. Got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
It's complete on the right side. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. 4th down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. They'll try to slam it in. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
And what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season.
Finding some room. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the 1st. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Finds his man. It's Davis. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Demon Deacons go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely center cut. That brings him to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
It's complete to the right.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to pass, it's Mendoza. Working the big fella to the corner. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the catch. It's Allen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Ball was incomplete, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25. But here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. All wideouts, no backs. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's hard to think of a worse time for a penalty like that than at this stage of the game. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
Gives it on the option. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Here's the pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away.
Number 63 in punt formation to kick it away.
Let's see what he can do with it. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Nice move to pick up yardage. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Wiggins. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room, it's Wiggins. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Here's a little room there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving this.
Rush coming in high, and they've got him at the 29.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. The keeper on the option. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Makes the catch. It's Allen. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Wait calls a timeout, and they have no more to use. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.